Hello, 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 tourist. My name is Josh, and welcome back to another episode of Dr. Stone. Ooh, it's the penultimate episode. I have just got off call with Evie. We were in our Discord link you can find in the description below, and he's telling me that he liked the episode, but he wanted to talk about it after I watched it. We have some Discord questions to get into after. I'm just very excited. This is the penultimate episode of this part of the season. So next week is the finale for like 3-ish months, kind of, maybe. And we ended off on the promise of a dogfight last episode. And yeah, that's it. We don't have any questions to get into right now. Senku is not all healed, but he's good enough to fly. Tsukasa and Chrome are building a drill. Things are just ramping up. The Kingdom of Sciences are going at each other. So there's just one way to figure out what happens. Just to watch this episode and see if Zeno is actually building a bomb. I don't know what this guy is doing, but let's just check it out, shall we? I don't know if we actually have confirmation that that's Stanley or not. I think Evie or someone else was asking me about it. They're talking to me about it, and they were asking if that's actually Stanley or if it's another pilot. I think it's Stanley, but I don't know. It could be another pilot.
Why are they spinning around like they're playing tag or something?
Aerial combat is
The manga artist.
got a good lock on the enemy. What? He's gone.
You're challenging a military flyer, my dude. Oh, he's gonna come from above. Yeah, don't be a sitting target.
Legit submarine brigade? UV ray? It's my science against his. In a game of chess.
What's Senku's move here?
Thrown at stake.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. Tsukasa and Chrome are coming. Okay.
It's an overwhelming win for us.
Blues, looks like you were too familiar with the old rules.
No, because now they already used that trick on him once. Zeno probably outfitted the plane or so. I don't know. It's supposed to be the engine's worst weakness, but oh my. Okay, dude is loaded. That guy is going to explode. Look at how many bombs he has on him.
Yeah, it's in it. Their engine. It ate the gas.
Senku, get back in the plane. Get back in your seat. Come on.
Tell me you just...
Should have just thrown it over, man. Ryusui's dead.
We've got to capture Stanley would never miss at this range.
It's not Stanley, is it?
Just who the hell are you? Because you clearly aren't Stanley Snyder.
You're right, I'm not him. The real
Dang.
Stanley never would have missed
That mass modulated her voice a lot.
single shot.
Now, so Zeno has all of the Kingdom of Science, and now the Kingdom of Science is going to get Zeno.
I see. A surprise attack from an S-tier knight. Ends in a checkmate.
Except us too. He was not expecting that either.
Our sides.
Dang, Zeno was super surprised with that. And end of episode, yeah. Zeno was really surprised with that. He did not even consider it. Reunion's the next episode. Okay. I'm actually, I don't want to say I'm surprised, but okay, I guess it makes sense, right? Because Zeno does underestimate the Kingdom of Science a lot. Because, they're kids. he thinks that he's the scientist of all time. He's gonna rule the world with his science, yada yada yada. So like, it's not surprising that he never considered a sneak attack on their end, but it's also surprising that he didn't consider a sneak attack on their. Like, you know, you would think that Mr. I Think of Everything would be like, they might try and go for me, but then again, it's the overconfidence. It's the fact that they're just kids, right? They have one good scientist. And after we kill that scientist, it's all over for them. Which I don't think. They probably think Senku's still alive, or at the very least, they probably don't like 100% know he's dead. They just know they shot him. But they just think they have one scientist, but they have Chrome. And it's not even just a scientist that they have. They have a bunch of super capable people. They're just kids. And Zeno also has a bunch of capable people, but since they're all adults, he probably doesn't think much of anything about the Kingdom of Science other than manpower. And yeah, checkmate. Zeno, your arrogance, your superiority complex got you good. And man it's not even just like a sword in his face. Bro was not expecting it. He had it coming. So yeah, I was kind of expecting this ending. I don't think I actually said it during the episode, but at some point I was thinking that, okay, so they're gonna capture. I think it was like during the midpoint, or when the submarine blew up the ship, or when the submarine blew up the front of the ship. I was thinking, okay, so Zeno's team is gonna capture the entirety of the Kingdom of Science. But Senku and Ryusui, they're gonna be fine. But Zeno, the leader, so the leaders of the Kingdom of Science are fine, but the leader of the American Kingdom of Science is captured, while all of his men, quote unquote, are safe. So next episode is gonna be really interesting. What's gonna lead out? What's gonna win out? Leadership or manpower? And it's kind of morbid. I don't think Dr. Stone's done a death like that. But if that guy that is strapped to the teeth with grenades and bombs doesn't blow up in a very comedic way, I don't know. I don't know what the point of setting him up as a character was. Usually, I don't know why I think this, but whenever a character has that many explosives on them, they usually go boom. I don't know if Dr. Stone's morbid enough to do it. But it's like the gun on the mantle, right? Chekhov's gun. So, and yeah, the submarine, that's what they were building. I was really confused. I did not know if it was a missile, if it was some kind of bomb, but the fact that it's a submarine, no, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it does give them a massive superiority. Just goes to show too how much Zeno, like how far advanced he is, like how far advanced his people are too. Dr. Brody built that by himself. Well, probably not by him. He probably had like some manpower, but like still, it's crazy. That's so cool too, man. I love when it feels natural. I love when like you watch a show and at the very beginning it feels like a completely different show, or like the very beginning, right? Dr. Stone, it's like man versus nature, rebuilding society. But now we got dogfights, submarines, machine guns, grenades. It's like it's so far removed from where we started at the beginning with just Senku and the talking monkeys. And now we have so much scientific advancement, but it's not like modern yet. It's close, but it's not modern yet. And I feel like we've advanced so much, but it feels natural how far we've gotten. It's like the dogfight. There's some things like with Marvel, right? Like when you watch Infinity War or Endgame, I think there's there's that, not that saying, but I've heard I think from Blind Wave, it's like if you told me when in Iron Man 1 that in like 10 years we would see Spider-Man holding the Infinity Gauntlet while flying on Mjolnir, If you told me that we would be seeing that in Iron Man after Iron Man 1, I wouldn't have believed you. I think I would probably believe that Dr. Stone would have gotten to some form of dogfighting, just like off the premise of the show itself. But it's still crazy to think like we're here, we're dogfighting, and we're still got to get to the moon. That's great. And the dogfight was really fun. I'm surprised that it worked again, but I guess it wasn't Stanley, which I knew it. I knew they sounded weird. I'm like, that's not Stanley's voice. It wasn't a woman's voice either, but it was not Stanley's voice for sure. I know why they modulated, like, I don't know if they modulated the voice actress's voice so it would sound more like a man's voice, or they just used a man's voice in substitute for the voice actress, so as not to like immediately give away that that's not Stanley. But I'm like, that doesn't sound right. It's like that does not sound as imposing as Stanley is. And it makes sense. And like, yeah, like no one was worried about the dogfight at all. Like on Zeno's side, because it didn't matter. They probably didn't even see her as like they probably saw her as like collateral damage, like a necessary sacrifice if she actually did go down. But man, that was great. That was a fun dogfight. Senkyu, if you felt like you were gonna drop it, what was the point of holding on to it? You should have just thrown it overboard. It's not like you had another plane to. It's not like you had another plane to take down. But oh my god, man, that's not frustrating, but silly. That's just like you lost your plane, man. Oh, you lost your plane. I guess it's so that they can't get to and fro. Like, they can't escape easily, and they can't go get Zeno easily either. But man, that sucked. God damn it, Senkyu. But honestly, not a lot to say this episode. Evie did say something that he didn't want to theorize, since like the next episode is the last episode. And I kind of feel like that. I kind of feel that mostly because I don't think there's a lot to theorize about to like what's going to happen. Funnily enough, I think I did kind of call this. Not exactly the way it was, but I think it was asking about Stanley. If Stanley was caught, would Zeno like sacrifice what he has to save Stanley, or would he cut ties? I wonder what Stanley would do. I think Stanley would try and get Zeno himself. I feel like he's not gonna like get a task force to do. He's like, no, I'm gonna do it myself. You guys stay here. It's just this is a solo mission. We're not going to sacrifice any manpower. I don't know. It would be. I guess I will kind of get my answer, but in reverse. Like, will Stanley sacrifice everything to save Zeno, or will Stanley cut ties for the mission? Zeno would definitely understand. I think he's like, yeah, it's the most logical thing to do. But I don't know. That's fine. I do 100% see where Evie's coming from, saying that he doesn't want to theorize, though. So that, speaking of Evie, we are going to get into some community comments, which I do both Discord and YouTube. Let me double check YouTube really quick. I don't think we had anything from YouTube or Patreon this week. I'm just going to double check. I don't think we have anything from either of those. No. Okay, I think we're good on that front, and Patreon, I don't think we have anything either. Let's see. Was it notifications? There it is. No. Okay, nothing on Patreon either. So we're going to be going to Discord, which once again you can find in the link in the description below. The only thing, just a quick fire. Angel on YouTube commented that he also thought of the Gurren Lagann reference, which the last episode title, I titled it like a really long my drill is a drill that will pierce the heavens, because like we saw a drill in it. That's it, just a drill. I'm like, yeah, Gurren Lagann, it's a drill. I gotta mention it. Watch Gurren Lagann if you haven't seen it already. Then watch my reactions. It's probably my favorite anime. I need to rewatch it just for the hype, man. God, I love Gurren Lagann. Okay, getting into enough of that. Let me get into the Discord, which you can find in the description below. And I had to pin this comment because there was a lot of discussion going on today. So this is from Alex. New episode. Haven't watched the episode yet because I'm in the city with my brother, but I cannot believe they made Stanley trans, guys. Wait, there was shoot, let me see in the YouTube. There was a guy in YouTube. I think it was on YouTube. They said that they believe that Stanley was a girl when he was first introduced. Ashes, yeah. When Stanley's introduced mama. Okay, they didn't think that Stanley was a girl, but people in general thought that he was a girl. Well, it was true. Guys, Stanley was a girl the entire time. It was totally him and not a different character. Don't listen to the haters. Inspired from someone in the Dr. Stone server thinking it was Stanley. No, it was like the voice. I was like, something's not right. Something's not right with that voice. It doesn't sound like Stanley. But I was like, maybe it's the helmet. You know, maybe the helmet is muffling it or making it not sound exactly. But no, I should have gone with my gut instinct. I also like how I'm already seeing memes of her. She looks a lot like Stanley. It is shocking how much she looks. Maybe they're siblings. Hey, I wanted to tell you, I'm coming out as trans, man. That's great. As your friend, I'll support you no matter what. Man, HDR sure is amazing. Would you look like me? Oh, that's great. Let me put on where is it? This one, I think. Nope. Oops. There it is. There's the meme. You're probably gonna have to zoom in. This one. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna have to zoom in on that one, guys. But that's the meme. They look shockingly alike. Maybe they're siblings. Maybe it's Ryusui's mom. Who was it that they said that they thought Stanley was Ryusui's mom? Who said it? Maybe that's Ryusui's mom. And then Evie, Evie also did not have much to say in his. Wait, right? Okay, let me scroll up. Okay, yeah, no, that's the top. Okay. Pilot prediction correct, dated February 6, 2025. Ryusui is a hardcore gamer. I'd imagine the average person, and then he took a screenshot. That was his image he sent. I'd imagine the average person there is way better at what they do than the average person in Senku's group, just because they clearly are at least have the mental capacity to stay awake for 3,700 years. Do they have their own versions of most of our cast? I wonder, is there a Koski type with them? Oh, okay. I think I see what you're highlighting. Like, we don't know how many people there are. We know it's less. Oh my God, yes, Evie, you're right. I think I said it in the reaction too. We don't know how many people there are. We know it's less. We can also assume it's more than the 4 people we have. I assume the pilot this episode was different from Stanley. Oh my God, Evie. I think I mentioned you in the comment or during the episode. That's crazy. Yeah, you were right. I really thought they only had 1 pilot in the beginning. I didn't really think that there was 2. Dr. Stone spoilers. Yeah. I don't want to say much other than that since there is only 1 episode remaining and I don't feel like predicting anything. Sukasa is finally useful. Hey, leave my baby alone. Sukasa is always useful. Just not all the time. But yeah, I'm hoping that we see more. I don't think we're going to see too much of Sukasa. Like this episode. I do know that Alex said that Sukasa will be getting more screen time eventually. I feel like that's mostly going to be saved for season 4 part 2, but I'm excited to see Sukasa get some more screen time. Sukasa, Taiju, Kohaku, and Chrome. And Hyoga is there, and what's his name? Carlos, right? Like those 2 are there, but like those 4, those are the 4. I'm very, and Suika, yeah, Suika's there too. Suika's gonna be their ace in the hole. Obviously, she's already actually there on the ship. She made her way back, and she's planning on how to save everyone. They don't need to use Zeno as a captive. Suika's got this, guys. But no, I'm really excited to see Team Kohaku's side of things. I know they got an episode. I think it was last episode. That was their episode. Yeah, I know they had last episode and kind of half of the episode before that. But I want to see more of them. I love like almost every character on that team. Oh, Ukyo's there too. Man, that team is stacked. That team is stacked. I mean, other than Hyoga, I love every character on Team Kohaku. They are great. Like, that's a great team. It's a powerful team of a lot of my favorites. So I really hope we get to see more of them. I feel like we're going to see more of them in part 2, though. Which, oh man, the cliffhanger is going to be diabolical. I don't know how badly they're going to leave us off. I don't know what kind of cliffhanger they're going to leave us on. Because it's, I think... Wait, EVD said something. Oh, the last core. Okay. So not part 2, part 3. Part 3 of Dr. Stone likely will air in the same month as Freerun Season 2. That's going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy season. The only thing will make it crazier, Apothecary Diary Season 3. Am I right? Am I? Let's get a Freerun and Apothecary Diary reunion, guys. That would be a stacked season, though. That would be hard. If I still did the anime awards, that would be really hard to do. Because I think I used Dr. Stone as my best fantasy. I know it's not technically a fantasy, but... What else would you put it in? It's not really a drama. It's kind of a fantasy... fantastical premise. It doesn't really have much to do with the episode, but you tell me down in the comments below, what genre of isekai, fantasy, action, romance, slice of life, drama, and comedy, I think those are like my main categories for the old anime award videos. What genre would you put Dr. Stone? Where would you have that nominated in? I guess it would be drama. I think it's more of an adventure, but I didn't use that as a category. Before we actually sum up this video, we have a couple of bonus comments to go through. It's Sunday today, and the episode is technically already out. So for people that have already seen early access on Patreon, you get like a couple minutes bonus stuff. Because a couple comments just came through and I'm like, you know what? Let's do this. So we have one from Patreon itself, Evie. He says, next week's going to be crazy. I think there's a high chance that next core will have the characters who went after Zeno, as well as Zeno, Senku, and Ryusui as the characters we follow. Which that would be Team Kohaku. Also, sorry about the super overexposure. It's the morning right now. And I do not have space on my desk to get my other lamp. So we're using the sun. I'm going to be a shining monstrosity. Sorry about that. But that's an interesting theory. Like, we have Team Kohaku, which is Kohaku, Chrome, Ukyo, Suika, Tsukasa, and Hyoga. And then those 6. Oh, Taiju too. And what's his name? Carlos, I think? So those 8. Plus Ryusui, Senku, and Zeno, which is interesting that you have Zeno there. So do you think that Zeno's gonna turn toward ours? I don't think Zeno's gonna become part of the Japanese team of Steins. That's an interesting theory though, because I don't know what would turn him. Or maybe we follow Zeno more as like still as the antagonist, because if he joins, I don't know what would turn him to join Senku's team. But I would actually prefer that lineup. Even with Zeno, I would prefer that lineup because those are like some of my favorite characters. The only one that they're missing would be Kaseki, but other than that, that's like basically all my favorite characters from the show. Replace Hyoga with Kaseki. That would be a great lineup though. What would they be doing? I don't know. And why would everyone else? Well, maybe it's just like not everyone else is benched, or not everyone. Like maybe something doesn't have to happen to everyone else, but maybe they get benched. But this team also is the team that is not captured by Zeno's men. So maybe Zeno's men like hold everyone hostage for a majority of the season, and this team has to go save them. I don't know, but I like it. I like the team. I like the roster. That's a good theory though. We'll see what happens next week. And then with the other comment, it's from Alex, and he watched the episode late. So these are his real thoughts or his actual thoughts on the episode. Because he left a comment last time, but it was his manga thoughts. So hope I'm before Josh, but I still want to put thoughts even if he got to it before me. I love how they kept Charlotte's face covered for the dogfight up to the reveal. It wasn't Stanley. Yeah. So that was really cool because one of the main reasons why I kept kind of going like, is that Stanley? Is that not Stanley? Is because they put so much focus on the mask, and like they showed the eyes through the mask. I'm like, have we ever seen Stanley's eyes through the mask? It was cool. It was like a cool way of going like, hey guys, here's a little hint that it's kind of Stanley. It might not be Stanley. I find it funny how they also master voice for the dogfight. Yeah. I enjoy too how they show that yes, Senku is needed on the plane to fix things. I'm screaming, oh my god, that one. Okay, and that one Ryusui image is finally here in color. For reference, the Ryusui Sims all agree that the panel of him holding the gun out while in the plane is the best part of him in the manga. So I think I mentioned in the episode, I don't know if I mentioned in the discussion, but it was cool to see like Senku, because I was like, why is Senku on the plane? You're a little injured for this, but no, he made it work. Because if the plane was damaged, he automatically just started doing repairs. Yeah, I think I mentioned the last episode, like why is Senku on the plane, and it's kind of a gamble to have your best captain and your best scientist on this plane that could go down in any second. But no, I love that they actually give a reason. It's like, okay, Senku has to be here so he can repair the plane if anything goes wrong. And that Ryusui panel that you're talking about, I know exactly which one it is, because as soon as the episode finished, I went onto YouTube to get my tags for this episode, and what do you know, the manga panel of Ryusui holding the gun, but like someone full colored it. Like it was from the manga. It wasn't a screenshot. It was actually like the manga panel, and someone like a fan colored it. It looked fantastic. Ryusui looked great in that. Also, I want to say that the big reveals, like the submarine, are the reason I love watching reaction videos. Because seeing y'all speculate about it being a rocket or something, I knew what it was going to be. It was so cool to watch. I cannot wait to see y'all be blown away by the fact that it's a submarine. I don't know if my reaction was like, oh my god, it was a submarine, but like, that was a great reveal. What has it been, like 2-3 weeks? Just speculation, maybe like a week or two. Speculation of what this thing could be. A submarine was the last thing on my mind. That was so good. I love that they shaped it like a rocket. Like they had it pointing up. They overall, I guess submarines do kind of look like missiles or rockets too. But it's a great reveal. I loved it. It was like, you just don't think about something like that. I wonder if anyone got it. I wonder if anyone, like any reactors guessed it. That's something I can't wait to see Blindway's reaction to this if they ever do Dr. Stone Season 4. That's going to be so much fun to see. If they guess it or like how off their guesses are. Also, I enjoy the fact that whenever we cut to Zeno, bro is just playing chess by himself. Like Gen is there, but he's just playing alone as Gen watches. Also, I'm glad that there's another episode because for some reason I was thinking there might not be in this core, but no, there is. Yeah. Zeno I don't think Zeno sees Gen. I mean, and this also goes into like the whole arrogance of Dr. Zeno, right? Because why would you send out either almost everyone or everyone, or at least your most capable fighters? Like, why would you send them all out and leave yourself with nothing? Like, you either leave yourself with a whole bunch of grunts that like maybe can do the job, but definitely can't do it to the standard that someone like Stanley could, or just leave yourself completely alone. So it goes by like to his arrogance, because he probably doesn't even see Gen or anyone as a worthy opponent to play chess with him, and he's like, oh, again, just watch as I elegantly play chess, right? But Senku checkmated him, and he wasn't even a player on the board. At least for Zeno. And if I didn't know that there was 12 episodes, I think Dr. Stone has ended cores with 11 episodes before. I think season 2 was only 11 episodes. That would have been a diabolical cliffhanger. But I could see them doing it. But that only makes me more scared what the cliffhanger next week's going to be. Because if this is like what you end the penultimate episode on, right? What are you ending the episode that's going to have like a 3-month gap between other episodes with? Like, it's gonna be bad. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a bad cliffhanger. I'm gonna be suffering over here for the next 3-4 months whenever the next season comes out. But yeah, thank you guys for your comments. Now back to the outro of the actual video. But yeah, I'm rambling. This was like this was not one of my longest episodes, but I feel like this episode was more of the action, right? There's not a lot to talk about in terms of like the action. The dogfight was great. I think TMS did a really good job with that dogfight, especially like with how a lot of the other action sequences within Dr. Stone are. I think that dogfight was really good, and the planes. I think there was one instance where I was like, it kind of looks like a CG plane, but I don't mean that in a bad. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like if the entire sequence was CG, that'd be fine. Mostly because like, I bet it's really hard to do planes. But I think for the most part, if they were CG, then they did a great job at like making them look I was gonna say real, but animated. And I think for the most part they were animated. I think there was like a couple shots where it was CG, or maybe it was just that good. Like the planes looked great, and you have to give. I hope people, because a lot of people. I think I talked about this last week. A lot of people shit on Dr. Stone. Like, oh, the animation isn't great. Ooh, but like, it's not. I did this last week. It's not an action show. It's more of a character show. The animations within the characters, not the actual like fighting or not the action, but the planes. You gotta give that credit as due, because planes and cars, I think I've heard, are really hard to animate. I would feel planes especially because of the complete 3D space, right? Like you gotta be going everywhere. I'm just gonna. Evie's asking how the episode's going. Just wrapping things up. So yeah, but yeah, it was a great dogfight. Really fun episode. I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait, but I also dread the finale. I can't wait to see like how the situation goes. I don't think we're gonna wrap it up. That's the problem. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a cliffhanger. We have 25 episodes. 25 episodes left. One episode to next week, and then the rest some other time. I think someone on my Instagram told me it was like 3 months. I think we're supposed to have a 3-month break, so not in spring, so summer, maybe the summer season comes back. Evie asked, did I get excited? Yeah, I got excited. But yeah, stay tuned for next week's finale, and leave your comments down below. Oops, sorry, my bad. Leave your comments down below, your theories and all that, and you can be read right here in this comment section of the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Join the Discord. We talk about Dr. Stone right now. Evie and Ryan are on a voice call. I'm probably gonna hop on while I'm editing this episode, and yeah, just chill, hang out. Check out Sora's channel. I don't think I plug it. I should plug Sora's channel more. I don't think I've done it a lot. But yeah, check out Sora's channel. I think there's a link down in the description below. If not, if you join the Discord, you can find his channel. He just changed his name on YouTube. Let me double check to make sure I have the right name before I shout it out. I think it's Shy Wolf TV. Why do I have so many subscriptions on this channel? Where are you? Sora, no, wait. Shy Wolf TV. No, shoot. Sora, Spice, and Wolf. I always have trouble trying to find Sora's videos. Oh, dang it. No. Alright, time to pull a pro gamer move. Where are the channels that I have linked to this to my channel? Where are the associated channels? Your channel, and then I am so sorry, Sora. I need to oh, it's Shy Wolf VT, one whole word. Yeah, check out his stuff, man. He does live streams, he does gaming. some other reactions, as well as some anime videos. So yeah, check out his stuff. Check out the Discord, do all that. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.